with floor after floor of oddities. Many traps and mischievous ghosts lurk within. What will befall our missing Mario and friends, and his dear brother Luigi? Their fate rests.
What did I miss?
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, but what lore did I miss, though?
So that was Luigi's Mansion 3, the latest game in a series that I personally love. And we can look forward to seeing some of the new gameplay elements that await in this strange hotel as we dive deeper into this title on Nintendo.
Wow, Reggie's looking old these days, man.
We'll be streaming content, some you've never seen before, right from the show floor, including live gameplay of Super Mario Maker 2. And on day 3, our Treehouse staff will get their hands on some promising indie games that are new to Nintendo Switch. While you watch today's Nintendo Direct, keep an eye out for this icon to learn what other games will appear on Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 2019. You won't want to miss it. Or this. Have a look.
Ogre slept too long.
I like how it says not actual gameplay footage at the bottom. Thanks for taking a box.
What has become of... Thra, no! What have they done? Avarice unchecked for an age. Evil takes root. Darkness spreads. But from this dark, light, brighter than the 3 suns, they spark to life. Heroes of Thra, strong and brave.
This is giving me flashbacks to Square Enix.
Will not save Thra. No.
I can't handle it.
Unlock your true potential. Unite as one. Only together can you defeat what is.
I just turned up the video audio.
Heroes of Thra. They're going to need all the help they can get.
You're not even gonna be able to hear me. Thanks, dead dude. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics coming 2019. That is a long title. Damn. Think this up, Sephia. Sapphira. Zelda. Oh, Clint Island. Yeah, I woke up like 5 minutes ago, dude. I never played the original one, so I want to play it. Looks cool. What? Why the fuck would they put this in the game? Oh my god. That wasn't in the original, right? It's not a fucking joke. I wasn't ahead by that much. I think it was Bohia. Romp EO. Oh.
Action RPG Trials of Mana is getting a global release on Nintendo Switch. Set destiny in motion with the power of
I used to like these kind of games, but I feel like
Trials of Mana.
they just seem dated now. Later today. I love it when they do that. Oh my god, later today.
I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her?
Witcher, I was hoping you'd come.
Whoa. The greatest, most adult game of all time. It's gonna be so ugly. Nah. You guys don't worry about graphics, it's about the gameplay.
Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion?
You will come, won't you? Years ago, we fought here as classmates.
This fireman.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history. What should we do, Teach?
Kill every last one of them!
Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice.
Someone must put a stop
Is it like my computer why the FPS is so bad?
So the Veilstone consumes even the darkness itself.
Yet we have the strength to scale the walls between us, to reach out our hands in friendship so we can open our true hearts to one another. That's how we win!
My teacher.
Both sides of time are revealed to you. What shall you do?
Do we know
How lovely
like
it
if
would be for this
you can
moment
still
to
like
last
mate
forever?
and stuff and make kids and shit?
Nintendo
It's a
Switch
Xeramir.
Nintendo Switch is the only gaming console you can play not only on your TV at home, but anywhere you go.
そんなスイッチを使って
In fact, with a system like this, it might be fun to play Resident Evil at a location like this.
This is perfect, right?
Thanks, Van. Push it.
No lights?
No lights. Hey, we're there.
Okay. Let's do this.
Resident Evil.
Can you open
Fortnite.
Try. See what's through there. Did it just eat him? It's gonna come back. Okay. Did I get it? I got it. Oh, I knew it.
Is this just coming out or? I thought the acting was fine, okay? You guys are too picky. It's a Nintendo conference. It's not like we're watching Steven Spielberg or anything. Hey, thanks for that.
Playing a Resident Evil game in a place like that might not be my way to play, but I bet you could find your way to play, don't you think? For now, please take a look.
Was today the 4th of July? If not, is the Empire striking back or what? Looks like things are gonna get weird today. Hey, she!
Does that guy have a broken neck? Oh, okay.
Get some! As you can see, things got all funky real quick.
This has got to be
Probably some planet-eating type dude waiting for me up ahead. All yoked and powerful and trying to take over the world.
Oh, I know what this is. This is that no one's real.
But don't you worry. A hero descends. What? There are no heroes in this world? Oh, but there totally are. My name is Travis Touchdown. I'm the last hero around, here to save the world. I'm also just a passing assassin. Now let's do this. Start the game.
Travis Touchdown, baby.
Welcome back, Travis, to the Garden of Madness.
This is Kaiser. He led an elite team of Contras during the war. Hungry Beast! HB is actually a cyborg. I love him so much. This is Miss Harakiri and her alien gut bucket. They survived by merging together during the
Phone
alien
game.
wars.
Oh wait, it can't be a phone game.
Sweetest bug
Shit.
you'll ever meet.
It's it's an eShop game? eShop game, yeah. Contra. Looks like it was made on Newgrounds. Let's not go that far. I would rather have played it on Newgrounds. Don't diss Newgrounds. So what game do you guys want to play the most that's been talked about so far?
I've arrived.
Don't give up!
Begin the mission.
It's your call, rookie. The battle's already started?
If you get in our way,
Dude, how can you not say the Zelda? That looked pretty good. How come Weeb games always use the same setting? Like, why can't they make like a Weeb World War I game? That'd be kind of cool. Instead, it's always got to be this stupid ass mecha shit. Where like they're fighting because there's two medieval kingdoms that hate each other for whatever reason, and one's corrupted by the evil god dragon secretly. Yeah, Valkyrie Chronicles. It's like one game. This is kind of cool. You're riding like a bug. It does not look like a dragon at all, dude. Look at its fucking face. Oh wow, it is a dragon. That's a hideous looking dragon, man. It didn't have scales, it had like
Takahashi from Nintendo.
a
Earlier
bug
this
body.
month, we held a Pokemon Direct for the latest games in the series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The developers from Game Freak showcased the new Galar region, the location of your new adventure, and some new Pokemon you'll encounter there. It will be a while until these games launch.
Those designs are pretty
So
good.
please stay
I never
tuned.
watched that trailer.
By the way, in these games, you can use certain functions of the Pokeball Plus accessory, allowing you to take a Pokemon from one of these games out for a stroll through the real world with you. You may not be able to use the device as a game controller, but if you spend some quality time with a favorite Pokemon of yours, then something good might happen. In the Nintendo booth at this year's E3,
You can take it with you.
fans can play Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield for the first time anywhere in the world. In this gameplay demo, you can challenge one of the gyms in the Galar region, the one and only Water Gym, where the Water-type gym leader Nessa will be there waiting for you. If you're attending this year's show, I encourage you to experience a battle between Dynamax Pokemon, which is an advanced strategy from this region.
So like anything
Also,
can become giant?
Immediately after this Nintendo Direct, stay tuned for live gameplay of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield on Nintendo Treehouse Live. And now I'd like to shift gears. Please have a look at this.
What is it, like Pokemon steroids? Oh my god, Cyberpunk on the Switch?
I've been waiting for you. As you know, Earth is currently under extra-dimensional attack. Chimeras.
I don't think this is
like the ones you've just seen for the first time. At this rate, all of humankind will be pulled into the Chimera's dimension. We're facing down the end of the world. Through blood, sweat, and years of research, we finally made it. The ultimate counter-chimeric weapon. By neurologically syncing captured chimeras with human operators, we established control and made powerful allies. I'm referring, of course, to the Legions.
I'll give you some parting advice.
Cute
Your
police
power,
cat girls.
It's not the blessing you think it is.
When a Legioness and a Legion are
Our
perfectly
strongest
synchronized, it's like they're two parts of one body.
No use! The override release isn't going through!
That's impossible.
And when half of that body is about to die, the Legion's survival instincts kick in to save it.
No way! There's no way! What good could this possibly be?
It's a long shot, but it's the only shot we have. It's all up to you, my friend.
A blessing from the Legion.
This is like an anime, I forget.
A curse.
We can't turn back now.
I've gotta know the whole truth.
What's that anime with the guy whose face smiles all the time? It's so bad.
I know he is.
That's God Eater? Really? No, that's definitely not God Eater. That is not what I'm talking about. It's alright though, I'll figure it out later.
Death by our hands is not an honor they have earned.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna actually be
They
like
deserve
that Mafia
something
mobile game.
much worse.
Even with this stone at my command, this may not be a battle we can win.
I wish I sounded like that guy.
Whatever's happening, we can beat it. Keep fighting.
Spider-Man sounds like a dork. Thanks for see this picture.
Jump in anytime now, darlings.
They will pay for what they've done in blood. All hope is fleeting in the face of Thanos.
This is Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I'm pretty sure. Hey, I played the first one like 15 years ago and it was awesome. But it looks exactly the same as it does 15 years ago, so I don't know. It's just Is that like Girl Link? Play as Link and Zelda. Wait, how come Link had like... Oh, okay. Yeah, there is Link. I've never played Crypto Knight Dancer. I always assumed that it was like a rhythm game, so I would suck at it and never tried it, but they look kind of cool. Oh shit. Tony Hawk skateboarding? I will play this. I will be the best at this game.
So, what do you
I did say that about Arms and I never played it, I'm sorry.
Information on a game that fans have been waiting for. Please take a look.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. getaway package charter flight will soon be
Oh,
arriving
wait.
at the deserted island.
Animal Crossing. Wow, this looks like Animal Crossing. Whoa. So they're kind of changing it from like the city's already built to like you build the entire city yourself. I kind of like that. God, Nook is such a fucking douche.
Originally, we announced this title as a 2019 release. However, we need to change its release date to March 20th of 2020.
He's like such a bad
to ensure
guy.
that the game is the best it can be, we must ask you to wait a little longer than we thought. We hope you look forward to the latest installment of Animal Crossing.
I understand, Reggie. It's okay.
On Nintendo Treehouse
love
Live,
you.
the game's producer, Mr. Nogami, and the director, Ms. Kyogoku, will come on for a live demonstration of some early moments in the game, so please stick around until it starts. By the way, there are many different types of games coming to Nintendo Switch from Nintendo and our partners. So, we've prepared a highlight reel to show you what's in store for 2019 and beyond. Let's have a look.
He's a bad guy, Nook. He's just cute. I never liked Spyro. Boo. Fuck this game. This looks cool. I'll probably play that. It comes out in a week. Wow. You said 90% game ports? Yeah, but this is just like a montage of like random stuff. I like how out of all those games, Dead by Daylight looks the shittiest. Okay, wait, no, this looks worse. Thanks for the sub, Super Muffin Man. Catton. Nice. Catan. Oh, this is really is banjo. Damn. He looks kind of weird. I like the way he looked when it was like originally the nuts and bolts thing where he was like squared. God. Those maps look cool. Do you want a banjo impression? I gotta try and remember what he sounds like because he's not doing the voice. He's like, Leave this up, Tissa. I don't remember, dude.
That obviously wasn't Duck Hunt Silhouette, was it? Please stay tuned for more information about DLC in the future. As for Nintendo Switch, we have more games in development beyond what we've shown you today. I'm looking forward to the day we can introduce them to you. Speaking of, before we end this direct, I actually have one more thing to show you. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.
Yes. The super game. Breath of the Wild 2. Oh my god, it actually is Breath of the Wild 2. What the fuck? Oh. I told you guys they made the engine. They need to make a Majora's Mask Breath of the Wild. Okay. So 2019.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to E3 2019. I'm Doug Bowser from Nintendo of America, and he is Bill Trinan from Nintendo Treehouse. We're here at the Nintendo booth. We're going to spend a couple of minutes talking about what we just saw in that Nintendo Direct, and we're going to give you a sneak peek of the booth. So, Bill, I don't know about you, but I think there's a lot of folks out there that are pretty excited about what they just saw.
Well, Doug, I think it goes without question that I, myself, am a huge fan of the Legend of Zelda series. Like a lot of people, I put a lot of time into the Breath of the Wild.
Doug talks so...
Personally, I am incredibly excited that we're not getting
like,
new
dry.
DLC. We are getting a full sequel, a brand new game in development for Nintendo Switch.
I know that you guys are like, wow, how exciting.
Well. Certainly, if you're a Zelda fan, there was a lot to like in this Nintendo Direct. A lot of other things as well. Lots of
they
games
said
for lots
in
of players,
development. How
Quest
excited can you get about in development?
Even things like Panzer Dragoon, the Dark Crystal, Astral Chain looking great. Was there anything in the Direct that stood out to you?
That's like 2021.
I'm looking forward to Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, but of course it's happening. Of course they're making a new Zelda.
The various levels of
they
this
usually. It's not like they're just gonna forget about it.
And the thing I'm actually really looking forward to is the new Poltergust and its updated capabilities, including the slam
If they said
move.
late 2020, I'd be like, fuck yes.
Killing ghosts
but
with ghosts.
they didn't even
That's
say
right.
that,
Really
so
yeah,
I don't
have a feeling
know.
this game's going to suck up a little bit of my time.
You guys said it looks so good though. It looks exactly the same as the first one.
You know,
it's
one
the
other thing
same
I'm really
engine.
excited about is what we got on the floor here, and that is Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
That's right. I think this year is probably the most space we've ever dedicated in our booth to a Pokemon game. The booth looks fantastic. I think we're going to go ahead and give you a quick sneak peek of that.
That is what I wanted. Yes, I know. But I wanted them to make it... Okay, remember when Ocarina of Time came out? And then they just reused all the assets for Majora's Mask and pump that bitch out in like 11 months. That's what I want. I wanted them to be like, yeah, we're making Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask,
we have something special for
early 2020. That's what I wanted.
On Nintendo Treehouse Live this year at E3 is going to be Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, and we're going to give people a look at a much bigger part of that game. And I think that the team is almost ready, so I'm going to head over there.
I want it to be like out now, downloaded on eShop. I'd be like,
so great. Thank you everybody for watching, and stay tuned for some Treehouse Live coming up right away.
Great. Thanks everyone for viewing. Make sure you tune in next for Treehouse Live, and tune in for the next 3 days to Treehouse Live. We'll have discussions with developers about the games that they're building. We'll give you some sneak peeks at some first play, and we really look forward to giving you a chance to see everything that we have to offer at E3 this year. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live 2019. My name is
Bowser's
Teresa.
a robot.
We're here to kick off to the first view of the live gameplay of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I'm here with our very, very special guests.
You can see right when he's
Mr.
done talking,
Masuda,
he looks immediately at the
game
producer or whatever, and he's like,
Mr. Amori, who is the game director.
Did I do
and they're
good?
accompanied by David from the Pokemon Company. Thank you very much. They also have a little cameo appearances of Square Bunny, Gurky, and Sobble. They're super, super cute. And then I'm also accompanied by Terry and Bill.
Am I
who
supposed
just
to keep
cartwheeled
watching
into
this?
Our segment over here. All right, so to kick things off, there was a lot of announcements from the Pokemon Direct last week, and then there were some more information
I'm gonna
that
just
came out
leave.
this morning. Mr.
If I-
Masuda, Mr. Amori, do
if
you
I
have
don't.
anything to add to that information?
先日の任天堂ダイレクトもそうなんですけども、まあ先ほどのすみません先ほどの任天堂ダイレクトあと先日の
I just woke up,
新
man.
情報が出たと思うんですけれども、なんか追加で話しいただけることありますでしょうか。
そうです。まず本作の大きな特徴の一つであるダイマックス、そして伝説のポケモンを紹介することができたので、まあ多くの皆さんがソードシールドの魅力をまず少し知ってもらえたかなと思ってます。
So we're really happy to finally be able to reveal one of the big features of the game called Dynamax, as well as the legendary Pokemon. And I think that's really getting a lot of the fans out there excited.
Grown-ass men sitting there with some plushy dolls.
I'm actually really, really excited. I think we're going to get a sneak peek to that element. But Bill, do you have anything else to add?
That's right. I think today was anything you can share about what we're going to be showing on Treehouse Live for everybody watching at home.
まあ本日のこのツリーハウスライブで、まあどういったことを見せて
Yeah,
くれ
I'd
るの
buy
か。
one too.
そう
but
です
whatever.
ね、まあ、先ほどのダイレクトで、まあ、水タイプのジムの挑戦というところと、あとジムリーダーのルリナーについて、まあ、公開しました。で今回の、まあ、ツリーハウスライブでは、まあ、ワイルドエリアとマックスレイドバトルについて実際に
You know
プレイ
what's
して
funny?
紹介したいなと。
Whenever I say stuff, you guys
So
always say how
we just,
stupid I am.
revealed the water type gym and the gym challenge and the gym leader Nessa. But in today's Treehouse Live, I want to demonstrate via actual live gameplay the wild area as well as some max raid battle.
And like, I'm always
the wild
right.
area is something that's brand new for the Pokemon games. We have not had an area like this. Can you maybe give people just a little bit of information about
I said Breath of the Wild 2. They literally ended with Breath of the Wild 2. I said that like a week ago. I also said there's another company that's going to make an auto chess and beat Valve to the punch.
ワイルドエリアなんですけども、まあ、もっと
Riot is
多くの
making
種類の
a
ポケモン
fucking
が
auto
生
chess.
息してまして、まあ、天候によっても出現するポケモンが変わる今までのポケットモンスターシリーズでは存在しなかったような広大なエリアとなってます。
So this is really kind of the first time that we've had such a huge, wide open area in the Pokemon main series RPGs, and you'll, in the wild area, really find the widest variety of wild Pokemon out of any area in the games, and it also changes the Pokemon you can encounter depending on the weather conditions and where you go and the time of day.
Do you catch the same way as you did in Go?
冒険中にも何回も
They revealed that
る
yet?
ことになります。あとちょっと見ていただいて分かる通りカメラをこう自由に動かすことができるのでこれによってまあ落ちているアイテムであったり空を飛んでいるポケモンを探すこともできます。
And the wild
I
area
kinda like
spans
that.
across multiple towns, so your adventure will take you back to this.
I wish they just combined it with, like,
multiple times. And
Pokemon
as you
Snap.
can see on screen here,
That'd be
you
sweet.
can control the camera freely in this area to better find hidden items that are lying about, and also see the Pokemon that are flying above in the sky.
Well, yes, and it looks like we are seeing Pokemon out in the field here, correct?
Like, imagine if he had to toss, he could like lock onto that seagull and like throw a fucking ball at it.
動いているそのシンボルエンカウントと呼んでいる、ポケモンとのエンカウントと、あと先ほどちょっと出ましたけど、ちょっとびっくりマークが出てくるのがあるんですけども、あれはこうまたシンボルポケモンではいないこう新しいポケモンが出るかもしれないというそのランダムのエンカウントのドキドキ感、どちらもその遊べるようになってます。
So yeah, we have the Pokemon wandering about the field. We call them kind of symbol encounters, where you can see the Pokemon before you actually encounter it. But at the same time, you actually just saw an exclamation mark pop up in the tall grass.
Yeah, that HUD, I don't really like the way that this looks. It looks like something Apple would make, and that's something like, you know, like a kid's game.
Encounters in these games to also let players enjoy that excitement of, you know, not knowing what they're going to encounter.
It's too like
yeah, that's great. It looks
minimalistic.
Like, we've got a lot of different types of Pokemon that appear out here in the wild area as well.
そうですね、ワイルドエリアのフィールド上にこうたくさんいろんな種類のポケモンが出てるようには見えますね。
はいはい、そうですね。今ちょっとバトルでも見てわかる通り。
Hey, you guys are mad about firefighting? You knew it. You knew it was gonna happen. Come on.
今回の関するバトルで、実際に戦ったり、ボールを投げたりして捕まえることができます。
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Pokemon to encounter, and of course, as you can see here, the battle system, you know, it's the traditional turn-based battle where you choose moves to.
They do it every time.
Pokemon before you can catch it, or battle against it before you catch it.
The first evolutions look good, and then by the time you get to the last one, it's just like some crazy-looking ugly shit.
かなり奥深いバトルというのも体験できるようになっています。
And you'll find that their, you know, Pokemon abilities
I think
back as well as
the bunny will be a sumo wrestler bunny.
So there's definitely a lot of depth to the battle system.
It'll be some fat.
Yeah, certainly I think fans are going to look forward to the depth within that battle system, and they'll be able to enjoy that both.
Grookey will evolve into a semi-truck.
そうですね。まあそういう深いバトルシステムは多分楽しみにしてるファンもいると思うんですけど、こういう野生ポケモンとのバトルだけではなくて他のプレイヤーとの通信対戦。
I don't know what.
そうですね。通信で対戦したりする。
I don't know what the blue one gives
待ってる方もいらっしゃると思うんで、そういった方にはすごく満足いただけるようなバトルになっていますね。
Yeah, I definitely. You can have link battles with other players, and of course, I think there's a lot of fans out there that are looking forward to
oh my god,
the really,
this is looking rough.
The deep battle system that we have to, you know, really compete with each other.
あとですね、今雨降ってますけども、雨降ってるんでその水タイプのポケモンが出てます。で、場所によってはその天候が変わったりすることもあって、それで雪が降れば氷タイプが出たりっていうさまざまなポケモンが天候に合わせて出てきます。
You can see it's actually raining right now where we're wandering about, and depending on the weather condition, the kind of certain types of Pokemon will appear more frequently. Right now, we'll see more water-type Pokemon, and maybe if it was snowing, you would see more ice-type Pokemon, for example.
毎日こうワイルドエリアは天候が変わったりするので、行くたびに
What are the red
新しい
lights?
出会いが待ってますんで、毎日ワイルドエリアに訪れてほしいなと思います。
And the climate's pretty dynamic, so if you come back a different day, the weather may be completely different. So we really think that players will have a lot of fun coming back multiple times and seeing the different Pokemon that appear depending on the weather conditions.
What does raid
So we're
mean?
talking about the different encounters, but it looks like Terry can also whistle to attract Pokemon, and different Pokemon have different reactions to when he does that.
エンカウントシステムの話をしてたと思うんですけど、今ちょっと口笛をして、いろんな反応をポケモンたちがしてると思うんですけど、もうちょっと教えても
I'm
らえ
glad
ますか。
after all these years they're showing off
ポケモンは
Metapod.
種類によって近づいプレイヤーを見ると近づいてきたり、逆にこう逃げてきたりするポケモンもいます。で、なかなかこう空を飛んでいるポケモンとかが捕まえづらかったりするんですけど、口笛を吹くことで、こちらにこうおびき寄せたりとかですねして、いろんなポケモンと出会うことができるようになってます。
Yeah, the whistle is kind of key to encountering certain types of Pokemon. For example, if
there's nothing in the top
you
left,
can't really, you know, encounter them very easily, so you have to attract their attention by whistling at them. But at the same time, like you said, they're kind of different Pokemon react differently. Some might see you whistle and run away, for example, or others may be curious about you and approach you.
Yes,
Terry's
catch
doing
him.
a great job of battling and capturing Pokemon here in the wild area.
Just got my Metapod.
Expanding the party.
That's right. So I think for today's Treehouse Live segment, we're going to explore
I have no
this
idea what I'm
part
doing today.
of the wild area as we kind of head
I was gonna
closer
end
to one
stream
of the towns
after
in the game.
the
And that
direct
should give us a
because I
good
gotta
sense
like
of
do
this,
stuff
this
today.
one particular part of the wild area, but clearly
rolled
there's
out of
a
bed.
lot more to the wild area than even what we're showing here today.
今日お見せするのは、あくまでもこの
Yeah,
近
just
くの
like
街
hop in
に
this chair.
近づく なんていうんですか、この辺りだけをちょっと紹介するんですけども、もっともっと本当広くていろんな場所がワイルドエリアにある。
Maybe like a couple hours from now I'll be back.
そうですね、かなりこうポケモンシリーズにおいては広い場所となってまして、遠くに行けば実は強いポケモンとかも出たりしてですね、自分の気
A
持ちに
super legit source said Square Bunny is going to be a fighter.
いろいろ冒険してもらえたら
Fire.
なと。
Yeah,
Yeah,
me.
this is just a small portion of
I'm
the wild
legit.
area. If you wanted to walk really far out there, there's lots
Dude,
of
think of
stuff
all
to
the things
discover.
I've
It's
called.
much wider. There's a lot available to discover. For example, much stronger Pokemon that you may want to go try and seek out.
I should just pretend I have Nintendo leaks even though I don't. And I would probably call more things than the idiots that are called journalists these days.
Yeah, we were actually just, I think Terry was showing the crouching
Like,
down,
I should be
motion
like
where you can kind of get into tall
inside
grass and
source.
quietly approach some of the more
Breath of the Wild
perhaps timid
2.
Pokemon. Otherwise, they might run away from you.
Damn.
We had talked about how when the weather changes, that specific Pokemon like appear more often. So like right now it's hailing, so there's a different variety.
そうですね、今氷が降ってるので、ちょっと違うタイプのポケモンがちらほらと、ちょっと見かけられますよね。
ここは今天候が雪に降っているので、こういうタイプのポケモンが出るようになってます。
Yeah, since it's snowing right now, we might see a more ice type Pokemon appearing in the field.
Flex.
And here we have Terry taunting Choke here.
挑発してるみたいな感じですね。
Always picking my fights.
Now, of course, you can access the wild area from very early in the game, but as we see here, there are some rather strong Pokemon out there.
結構序盤からワイルドエリアに行けるようになると思うんですけども、結構じゃあここではレベル高いポケモンも出現するということですね。
そうですね。ちょっと奥に行けばやっぱりレベルの高いポケモンって今。
I'm never doing shiny hunting ever again for the rest of my life.
逃げた方がいいんじゃないですか。
Yeah, depending on where you go, there'll be some very high level Pokemon that you maybe can't take on, so you should probably run away from this one.
Wow.
Score Bunny.
強いですからね。もう逃げれるかな。
Noobs.
Of course, one of the other things that we saw in one of the Nintendo Directs was that to kind of help you navigate.
Do we know if there's like a battle tower?
The return of the bicycle.
そうですね、先ほども見たんですけれども、自転車が今回復活するということで、多分喜ばれるファンもいるんじゃないでしょうか。
そうですね。やっぱ自転車はファンも結構多くいたりするんで、今回自転車に乗ってこの広大なエリアを冒険することができます。
But I don't think it was in like the last one.
Looking forward to the return of the bike, and it definitely helps you get around this wide area.
ちょうどちょっとこうリエをダッシュでこう。いきなりこう加速することもできたり、水上にそのまま乗れたと思うんですけど、スムーズにこう入れるんで、こういう広大なエリアをこうなんでしょうね、自由にこう冒険することができるようになってます。
Yeah, it really helps you get around the wild area.
We
very
do.
You can even hold down the B button to kind of get a little dash move going, so you can get some extra speed. And as you saw, you can just kind of seamlessly transition to going above, on the lake there, kind of just riding over the water. So it definitely helps you get around.
This is definitely a bike I wish I had when I was younger.
子供の時にこういう自転車があればよかったな。
そうですね。ダッシュできたらすごいスピードで走る。
Do they actually understand the Japanese guy?
Definitely get you around.
Or are they just laughing at his Japanese that they don't understand? Even some Mr. Pickles.
Out in the wild area for players to find.
なんかちょっとなんていうんですか、隠れ的なものもちょっと調べられてる
ですね。このワイルドエリアはいろいろそのキラキラと光ってるアイテムが落ちていたりするので、毎日訪れるとまた新しいアイテムを見つけることができます。
I know they want to include the Japanese.
You'll find like kind of hidden items in different spots in the wild area, so it's a lot of fun to walk around and discover them.
Is that the translator?
あと釣りも今ちょっとポケモンちょっと釣って。
そうですね。それ釣りもワイルドエリアではいろんなことができるんですけど、釣りもその一つですね。
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to do in the wild area, and as you mentioned, fishing is.
I thought the Japanese guy would talk, and then the English guy would just be like, "Yeah, true," and then just like talk about his own shit.
Now, one other thing that we've noticed here on the left side is that we're seeing some icons pop up on the left side of the screen.
It's like, God, why have this guy? Nobody can understand him.
そうですね。Y と書かれているものと、 その上にいろんなアイコンがステッカーがあるんですけども、これはYY 通信といって今回のソードシールドでいろんな通信を遊べるような仕組みが
But it's a Pokemon game, so they don't really.
So this is part of the new kind of communication functionality we're calling that's through this device called the Y-Comb in the games, and you can actually have these, what we're calling stamps appear to kind of show what other players are up to.
今実はこれ近くで増田さんがそのまま遊んでいるんですけども、その交換をしたいっていうアイコンがここに出てます。
So this is actually Masuda-san playing right next to us. He's playing the Gloria character there, but this stamp is signifying that he wants to trade with us.
まあここで通信交換の
I
体制と
expect
かを
cyberpunk graphics.
例えばマックスレイドバトルもここで呼びかけることができます。
So you can use these stamps to kind of invite people to battle, trade, or even try and get other players to join you in a max raid battle.
Gloria. これ増田さんです。
This is actually Masuda-san. He's playing Gloria right now.
でワイルドエリアはまあいろいろなこうプレイヤーが違う目的を持って遊んでたりするんですけども、そういったプレイヤーが出会う場所でもありますね。
So there's a lot of different reasons that players will come back to the wild area, but you can kind of encounter them, other players, if you're connected in the wild area and see them in your game.
Now that's pretty fucking cool.
まあ近くで遊んでいるプレイヤーがそのまま
just randomly pop into people
インターネ
online.
ット通信をすれば世界中のプレイヤーがこのワイルドエリアで一緒に遊ぶことができます。
And this works either via local wireless with other players that are nearby playing at the same time. You can also connect with to the internet to kind of play with other players from around the world.
Oh shit. So they're kind of doing Pokemon MMO a little bit.
The
There we go.
we were heading towards.
Pretty cool.
Right, but there's some lights in the background. These red pillar of lights. Could you guys explain what these are?
ちょっと目的地に街に今到着したんですけども、ちょっと遠くに赤い光の柱みたいなものがあるんですけども、それって何でしょうか？
そうですね。あれはですね、ポケモンの巣でして、で中に非常に強力なダイマックスポケモンがいます。そのパワー、エネルギーがあって赤い光で出ていますね。
So those are actually what are called Pokemon dens, and there's a red light emitting from them when there is a Dynamax Pokemon inside. So the red light kind of represents the energy of the Dynamax phenomenon.
光のところに行くと、マックスレイドバトルをチャレンジすることができます。
And what that means for the player is that you can go there and encounter that Dynamax Pokemon in a max raid battle.
Well, perhaps we should show what the max raid battle is like.
そうですね。じゃあ早速じゃあマックスレイドバトルも
そうですね。
ちょっとやってみたいと思います。
はい。
All right, so
Yeah, you
as
guys are
we're prepping up to do said max raid battle, Mr. Omori, Mr. Masuda, could you explain a little bit more to the people watching at home about what the Dynamax feature
ちょっ
is?
とダイナマックスについてもう少し詳しく教えてもらっていいですか？
そうですね。これまでですね、メガ進化とか Z 技っていう要素があったんですけども、今作ポケモンがパワーアップする新要素として入ったのがこのダイマックスです。
So Dynamax is actually a new way to power up your Pokemon in these games. It replaces what we've seen previously, for example, Mega Evolution and Z moves.
これそうですね。ダイマックスレイドバトルなんですけれども、好きなポケモンを1匹選んで戦うことができます。で、今回はボックスからも1匹選べるので、そこから1匹選んでルカリをちょっと選んで戦ってみようと思います。
And each player participating in the battle can choose one Pokemon from either their party or from the box. So it's important to choose one of your stronger Pokemon since you before you go into the max raid battle.
So how do we feel about the giant Pokemon? We don't really
途中で
like
交
them,
換
right?
はできないので、この1匹大切に戦って
I
く
don't know
だ
how
さ
I
い。
feel.
And you only get to choose one, and you can't change during the
Seems
battle.
kinda
So you
goofy.
got to make sure it's a good choice.
So strategy and communication is incredibly key here.
ということはもうプレイヤー同士のコミュニケーションというのは非常に大切になってくるんですよね。
4人で戦うので、その役割分担と連携がすごい大事になってます。
Yeah, cooperation between the players and also really determining the roles is going to be very important to defeating the opponent.
まあ例えばタイプ相性の強い良い技を持っているポケモンが中心となって攻撃してで戦況に合わせて補助技
They just Dynamax the Lucario right now.
味方をサ
Why
ポ
would they
ート
not
す
do
るっ
that?
ていう
They
のが
don't
す
have
ごい
the energy.
大事だと思います。
So yeah, once you get into the battle, identifying maybe which of the 4 Pokemon will have the best type advantage.
Because I thought Mega Evolution was pretty cool, but it's just I don't
the best
know.
kind of supporter or the Pokemon that will use healing moves to support the team.
Yes, I'm playing as Togekiss, so for my my first move, I've used Reflect to try to protect all of us a bit.
そうですね、僕は突撃室を使ってるんですけれども、今リフレクターを出して、ちょっとチームを守ろうとして
If you have to actually play with randoms, nobody's gonna have any roles. It's just gonna be like
これによってこう攻撃が強かったとして
attack, 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 attack,
That'll definitely
attack,
help
attack,
protect against some of these powerful attacks.
Alright, so I guess we should do roll call. I'm playing Ludicolo, so I'm actually just got hit. And as we can see here, Steelix is doing multiple attacks. Is that fair?
ちょっと今ハガネールが連続で技をいろいろ出してきた。
Yeah, that's a good point. I wish they would expand more on the.
そうですね。まあダイマックス
That didn't even do that much damage to the Ludicolo.
まあ状況に合わせてやっぱり2回攻撃してきたりとかですね。しますので、まあ油断しないように戦ってほしいなと思います。
So yeah, when you're going up against a Dynamax Pokemon, sometimes they will take multiple moves, and so you really kind of can't let your guard down.
See, this is
自分トムでウィンディ使ってるけどちょっとでかくなっていいですか
So I'm actually the Tom character here playing Arcanine. Is it okay if I use Dynamax?
Absolutely.
I think we need all the help we can get.
Yes.
ぜひお願いします。
ダイマックスなんですけども、
Yeah, burn plus
各
intimidate.
ターンプレイヤーは1回しかまあできないんですね。で、プレイヤー側が順番にダイマックス権利が回ってきます。で、バトル中にどのプレイヤーか1人しかまあ1回しかダイマックスできないので、このダイマックスタイミングも非常に重要となっています。
The ability to use Dynamax that actually rotates between the players each turn, but your team can only use Dynamax once throughout the entire battle. So it's important to kind of identify what the exact right timing is to be able to,
Okay, so first player in the first, right at the beginning is gonna Dynamax, so nobody else can use
strategy goes into these
Got it.
Dynamax raid battles.
結構じゃあ戦略性の高いバトルなので、
そうですね。で、ダイマックス技を使うと、その効果によって、例えば今、炎の技を出したんで、日照りになりましたね。
Yeah, and you can see that there are, once you Dynamax, the Pokemon's moves will all turn into max moves, which are much more powerful, and they also have these added effects, like you saw the drought was just triggered based on Arcanine's attack.
Yeah, and they look really
I bet Team Rocket developed this technology and like levels a fucking city.
Definitely, I think it's very impressive.
And as we can see, Steelix just put up a barrier around him.
今ちょっとなんかバリアを張ったみたいな
そうですね。今日照りになったのでソーラービームが一旦で出せましたね。でこれもまた連携。
Am I excited for Banjo?
連携だと思います。
I think it's a great character addition to Smash.
そうですね。でバリア
But I just don't really play Smash anymore, so I'll probably try him out.
ダイマックスに貼られてまして、で今ヒットポイントがこう減ってくる。
The thing that I'm worried about with
バリアが
this
登場します。
is that it's going to take forever to kill the boss, but the boss doesn't really pose any danger.
Put up this kind of barrier that you have to take down before it will actually start taking.
So he's just like a giant
で
sponge.
この今ゲージが5つあるんですけど、ダメージを与えるごとに1つのゲージが減っていきます。で、攻撃力が低いポケモンでも高いポケモンでも1ゲージが減っていくので、この時はもうどんなポケモンでも攻撃してこのバリアを壊していった方がいいですね。
But you can see that there's a couple of different like.
The better question is
parts to the game,
friendly
and
fire
each time you
on.
hit it with a damaging
It looked
attack,
like
at least one of those
Lucario
will
could
do. So
target
if your Pokemon isn't
its
particularly powerful in the attack department, it
friends
can
with
still
like
reduce
punches,
the gauge
so
by just using a
probably.
damaging attack.
ダイマックス技だと2ゲージ減らすことができますね。
Well, yes, as you can see, my Togekiss used Dazzling Gleam, which is not particularly effective, but was still good enough to break that barrier down.
Oh my god, the text breaking the
攻撃
barriers.
力がないポケモンでもこういった場では活躍することができます。
So it's a good opportunity for even the weaker Pokemon to participate and really contribute to the fight. And Dynamax moves, if you use it against it, it'll actually take down 2 gauges, two slots of the gauge.
まあゲージを壊したんであとはもう本当に倒すだけですね。
So yeah, you guys have broken down the barrier, so now you just need to defeat the Pokemon.
We're very close, but one thing that we haven't talked about is that storm that's kind of lurking around Steelix. Could you talk a little bit
上
about
のなん
that?
かちょっと怪しい雲っていうかその荒い天候っていうのは何でしょうか。
あれはダイマックスしたポケモンのエネルギーがこう頭上でこう現れている状態で。
That's really the kind of the energy of the Dynamax phenomenon, just kind of brewing above the
Like if they wanted this to show off how cool it is, it's not doing it for me. But there could be potential.
They're gonna be able to defeat this.
Just say it boring. Yeah, it's boring as fuck. I'm not a Pokemon streamer, dude.
Follow you, make
It's fucking boring as fuck.
おこれで
But it could have potential if
Nicely done.
it could have potential.
And we didn't have a single Pokemon faint. That was actually pretty good.
今回1匹も気絶してないので、良かったです。はい。
So now all of us have a chance to actually catch this Steelix. So by catching it, can we add them to our party?
これで勝利して、捕まえるチャンスがあるんですけども、捕まえたら、手持ちに
Do they like compete for the catch? I guess not. They can all just get
そう
up.
ですね。なんでこのポケモンを倒すとゲットするチャンスが生まれます。で捕まえるとポケモンをそのまま手持ちすることができたり、結構実はいいアイテムも手に入ることもできます。
捕まえた。
So yeah, you can actually, every player who participates in the battle are able to get a chance to catch it. But even if you don't catch the Pokemon, there's still a variety of rewards for the players that participate to get items and such that will help be beneficial in their adventure.
なんでもう世界中の友達とか、プレイヤーとか友達とぜひ遊んでほしいなと思います。
So it's definitely something that I hope players will be excited to play along with their friends, but also other players.
Wait, what did you give me?
Yes,
Thanks to 500 bits more rail. Are you ever going to play Breath of the Wild Master Mode? Yeah, I will.
I'm very excited.
I'm going to wait longer
raid
though.
battles with her in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee.
Why do these grown men have stuffed animals? Dude, don't hate.
So I think
don't hate. I hate. I was a hater earlier, but they won me over.
はい、そうですね。ちょっと皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあります。ポケモンホームはポケットモンスターシリーズとポケモン GO のポケモンたちを集め
Zelda
る
game
こ
they
と
don't
が
have
新し
any
いサービ
release.
スで
It's like
もちろんこのソード
in
シールドとも
development,
連動し
so
ます。
no
Yeah, there's
idea.
one thing I'd like to talk about, and it's about the Pokemon Home service that we recently announced. So it will connect with the Pokemon RPGs as well as Pokemon Go to allow players to really gather all of their Pokemon in a single location. And of course, it will also work with the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games.
Leak Breath of the Wild
ただ
2
し
lore.
ここでこれまでポケモン
There's
バンクの
masks.
サービスをご利用していただいているファンの皆さんにちゃんとお伝えしたいなと思っていることがあります。
But there is one important change from the previous Pokemon Bank service that I want to tell all of its users about.
これまでのポケットモンスターシリーズは例えばサーム
There's a mask that turns you into a horse.
含まれていないポケモンも全種類をポケモンバンクから連れてくることができました。
So in previous games that worked with the Pokemon Bank service, you were able to, for example, in Sun and Moon, bring over any Pokemon even if they weren't in the Alola Pokedex.
でハードが任天堂スイッチになって、
I think I'm gonna
ポケ
go.
モン1匹ずつに対しての表現自体も非常にこう
Because
豊かに
I need to do
な
stuff
りま
today.
した。
But with the transition to the Nintendo Switch hardware, with its, it being much more powerful, allowing us to be much more.
Dude, I rolled out of bed and started stream. I got up. It was like 11:59. I was like, oh, okay. Well, shit. I guess I'll stream the event because I woke up for it. I take the dog out, I put on this thing, and then I just sit the fuck down. That's all I did. I have to like take care of my body. You guys are so ridiculous. Also, I streamed an hour 3 minutes, so it's not 30 minutes.
Really preserving the quality of all the different Pokemon.
Streaming like a couple hours. Hell yeah, I'm hungry. I'm starving. You guys just skip breakfast. I don't skip breakfast.
Limited development time, so we don't keep fans waiting too long for every.
I'm gonna lay outside and take in the sun.
その結果今作から対応方針を変えることにしました。
And after a lot of discussion, we decided to come to kind of a new direction.
つまりですね、ポケモンホームとソードシールドの間を行き来できるポケモンを
Yeah, I'll probably do some runs
ガラル図鑑に登場するポケモンに絞ることにしました。
And so what that means for Pokemon Sword and Shield is that players will be able to transfer their Pokemon from Pokemon Home only if they appear in the Galar region Pokedex.
Later. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed my Nintendo Direct.
ごめんなさい。冒険の舞台に合わせてこだわって登場するポケモンを決めています。
So we were very careful. We spent a lot of time really thinking what the best selection of Pokemon to match the setting of the adventure would be.
さらに詳しい話は今後
Breath of the Wild 2 will come soon. When it said in development, it really meant end of 2020 or mid 2020. They just don't want to say that yet because it might get pushed back, obviously. Thank you for watching, though. Appreciate it. Have a good one.